You guys are a tough crowd, but I like it. No, I'm just joking. Okay, so let's go. We'll get started. So, what do you want me to start with? Let's go. Well, you gotta pick it up. Okay, here we go. So I rolled off the res for about a second. No need for a Smith & Wesson, so I kept the heads guessing. I grabbed my cell phone and I was like, yo dog, I'm all alone. And he was like, yo, let's set the tone. So he set the tone for a second and I gave back the cell phone to this little man on stage. And he said, yo, let's put all our pens and write another banger. I heard you did a song with Chino XL, but I couldn't tell what the deal with you was. And I was like, okay, cuz I'll sit here and pen another verse because every time I write, you know I'm never cursed. And then he's like, yo son, I'ma hook you up with a makeup bag. A makeup bag? Yo, I thought you had a do-rag. And he was like, yo man, I'm not gonna start cussing, so I'll pull out my do-rag and put it on your head, but instead I'll sit back and let you freestyle about whatever you want. So now it's time for me to bust the flow. Like I said before a long time ago, KASP kick it drastic, minimal for crime, so I do it all the time and write another verse in the sense to try to understand. Lyrically, I'm not trying to be the man to be the cat they call KASP, but cause a mad disaster. So he was like, okay son, here's my makeup bag. And I was like, I know that's not a makeup bag because I had to put my felts in it, or even a couple cans so I could write some graffiti. Doing the ditty, now it's time for me to flow, cause every time I flow I can do it every time, all the time, on the drop of a dime. So these cats don't understand that I gotta not repeat myself. So he's like, yo son, you gotta put your cell phone on the shelf. So I started surfing the internet, checking my Facebook, and I was like, yo, lyrically, whoever owned this Facebook is a crook. So I put it in my pocket and I was like, yo, thanks for the LG. I'm not a Steeler, but I'm a Cree. I'm not from Pittsburgh. I'm not gonna choke like a Vancouver Canuck, so what the? How you thought I was gonna swear? One day gonna live fresh like the Prince of Bel-Air. So I pulled out my pen and started penning more verses in a second. Like I said before, I don't need a Smith & Wesson, but this pen is like my sword or a Smith & Wesson or a gat or a gun. But lyrically I get all these MCs on the run that sits back and wants to diss all these rappers like Nas, Big Pun. But it's all good, I should stop freestyling so before I start putting makeup on my face. But just in case, I'm gonna let you know I'm not gonna do that. That's why they call me KASP, but KASP get dressed in rhymes sticking your head like a tick, so all these cats don't know. But that's just another freestyle for another day, yo. Thank you. Thank you. Give this guy a round of applause.